Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy OmegaXVI, and with Void 3.0 releasing and Season 17 24 days away after Guardian Games, I decided to try something new. Since I switched to Destiny as my main content, I was going to do a little build video, or at least what I'm going in with week 1 on my Titan. So let's just get right into the build. As you can see, 2 exotics, Sunshot, Hellfire Heart. This is going to be an ability spam build. Easy. I got high resilience because I want my cover as much as possible, high recovery, so I'm back in it. I'm going to be focusing on discipline. I prefer grenades, and it synergizes with what I'm going to be showing you for mod wise. And Sunshot also synergizes with mods. It's probably going to generate something similar to volatile rounds or whatever the solar base subclasses is. I've been messing around with my loadout because obviously you can't run Sunshot. It's probably not feasible enough for DPS. So Gallahorn, Eyes of Tomorrow, since it got a big buff. 1K Voices, Sleeper, all those are probably going to be better. I'm running the Ascendancy or my Cataclysmic. I just have to upgrade it a little bit more. I've been exploring some other exotics, Tiku's Divination, Sunshot, Ariana's Vow. Those are all pretty good team contenders, but I'm probably going to go with the Sunshot. I got an Ignition Code. I might switch it out for a Deliverance or another Primary, depending on what the barrier mods and all that stuff is. But let's get into like the meat and potatoes of what I'm running mod wise, because that's kind of the important part. So I'm going to be running Ashes to Asset, bonus super, so I can get that ability charge faster, and I will get Orbs of Power for using solar weapons, obviously. Bountiful Wells. I get 2 to 3 times the amount of elemental wells that would drop normally. So you'll see in the gameplay later how important that is eventually. On my stasis gloves, I'm going with elemental ordnance because, yeah, these would be elemental time dilations. Probably might be a swap out depending on what the seasonal mods are. But elemental ordnance, if I'm chucking grenades, I'm getting wells. Hellfire Heart, since it's an arc, I changed it specifically for this. I've been really tinkering with my build. So I went with Seeking Wells so I don't have to push out of position to get those wells. That's a very important thing. It's a very good survivability tactic. Also, 91 stat roll. That's just insane. Oh, I better lock that. Whoops. Tusked Grievances, this was a really good farm. There's still a couple weeks left before, you know, that Umbral focus is gone. But I'm running Recuperation, so every time I pick up an Orb of Power, I get a little bit of health, which is not a bad idea, but it could be changed out for something else, maybe even Innervation or Absolution. But I'm running Well of Life. This gives me health regen anytime I pick up a well. So that in itself is going to keep me alive a lot longer than I would think I probably would without it. And on my mark, I'm running Explosive Well Maker. So that synergizes with a lot of the weapons that I'm currently using. Sunshot, namely, because it does cause explosions. Grenade Launcher, explosions. Ascendancy, explosions. Eventually, it's going to be unfeasible just to run the Sunshot. So I've been experimenting with other exotics, other weapons that I have in my vault. So Tiku's Divination is going to be, I think, crazy, depending on what the mods are. This is probably going to be my go-to secondary. I'm going to swap this out for Golden Tricorn just so I can get that additional damage bonus. But that was a golden pick this season. Ascendancy, just to pull it back out. My Cataclysmic are probably going to be my main DPS outside of like exotics like 1K Voices, Eyes of Tomorrow with the buff, Sleeper, Galley. I even have an Apex Predator with some decent stuff, but it's not necessarily perfect. Could be better. And if I'm not running the Ignition Code, I'm probably going to be running Deliverance, the crafted one here. I'm probably going to try and get Chill Clip on it. And my Fatebringer Adept with Firefly and Explosive Payload, just so it synergizes with the Explosive Well Maker. As you'll see in the gameplay later, how many wells I generate is absolutely insane, and I can't wait to show you how devastating this build can be on day 1. Well, that's enough talking about the build, so let's get into some gameplay coming right now.